So, as an artist sometimes I go through phases where I don't feel like I can draw at all. And it sucks because sometimes it goes hand in hand with burnout. I just feel like no matter what I do, anything I draw just isn't good enough. It makes me feel like an imposter because I'm known as an artist. I've been told by so many people that they love my art but they never see the art I hate. The art I delete or throw away. I've been trying to draw this version of Wigfrid for a while because I like the skin in the game. I think the pose is neat and her hair is really cute. But no matter how hard I try I just feel like I'm getting worse. I know it's all in my head and probably just because my art style and Clay's art style are so different. But I just think this pose and the anatomy are something I need more work on. Not only that, but you will see how many damn times I struggle to draw her hand. I initially tried drawing this in my main software, but I gave up and reverted to the program that started it all back when I was 7. MS Paint. It's not the best art program obviously, sometimes you need to doodle in a simpler program. But anyway, back to my imposter syndrome. I feel like I have this pressure to draw really well because so many people in my life believe I'm this incredible artist when half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. Every drawing has to be perfect or I'm a failure of an artist. I cannot tell you how many times I've recorded and re-recorded myself trying to draw this only to delete the drawing and the footage. This video would probably be an hour long. I'm sure other artists struggle with this too. I'm hoping some of you can relate. Feel free to vent in the comments. Though I know I shouldn't, I find myself comparing myself to other artists and asking myself why I'm not at their level. Also, I feel like maybe posting your art online adds this pressure as well, to make amazing art to get views and likes, but most of the time I hate my art so much. That's why I have so little videos of my art, because I only post what I feel is good enough, not even the very best, just good enough. Mainly because I don't feel like I have art that I can stare at and say, this is the best thing I've ever made. So, I decided to make this video to show and try to normalize feeling like your art is ass. I wanted to show that no artist is perfect, and never will be. The art you see online is always the art they feel is worth showing. We never see them struggle, so here is me struggling. It's hard though, because you want to be perfect. I want to be a perfect artist who gets the drawing right on the first try. I want to love my art, but I can't. I'll try to break out of this feeling to post more, seeing as it's usually months in between my uploads. Sorry about that. Here is where the struggle really begins. You can clearly see I'm struggling with the anatomy here. I've always had issues with drawing hands, arms, and shoulders. I'm semi-okay with the arm holding the sword, but the other one still looks bad to me. And I redraw it so many times in this video. Honestly, the only things I liked about this drawing was the hair and the face. Everything else, yeah, no. Well, okay, maybe the gold shading, but even still it could be better. But can we talk about DST for a minute? I like it a lot, don't get me wrong. Clearly I'm a Wigfrid main. Oh, let me know who y'all main. Anyway, there are things I like better in the original game, though I've always been bad at the combat system. I'm getting better though. There's a lot more bosses in DST than the original and I'm too scared to fight them, lol. I'm more of a base builder. I love building big mega bases and watching tours of other mega bases. It's so cool how different they all look. There's so much you can do in the game. It was at this point I started to debate whether or not this was even worth drawing anymore. Is this even worth posting? Am I getting worse at drawing? Do I even know how to draw anymore? Is anyone even still watching? I almost quit recording a few times, but I told myself to keep going, keep drawing. Brute force it, it's in the ugly phase. Just trust the process, keep cooking. If you hate this drawing and think it sucks, well, so do I, lol. This could have been so much better, but it just felt like my hands and my brain were not in sync. Dude, it's been literally 3 days of me trying to get this right and I still feel like it isn't. At this point, I have truly given up on trying to make it look good. It exists now, whether we like it or not. I just hope that one day, I can look back on this drawing and say I've gotten better. I feel like calling myself an artist is disingenuous. LOL, if I posted this on art TikTok I would get dragged. I mean, fair enough. I know I've been so hard on myself during this video, but look at it. It's terrible. I just think I give up too easily. You saw how I attempted to draw the open mouth but decided to go for a closed one instead. I could have made it work, but I just hated the way it looked. In the end, it's an okay drawing, it's just severely disappointing in my mind. It really didn't turn out the way I imagined it in my mind. I didn't even bother adding the frame behind her. I'm really not sure why this drawing kicked my ass so hard. It's not even that complex of a pose. Maybe I'm rusty. Maybe I need more practice. I don't want to fail, I don't want to give up. The video sort of abruptly ends because I've literally had enough and did not want to draw anymore. I think I can definitely say I'm burnt out. Hell, I don't even want to play Don't Starve right now because then I'd have to look at Wigfrid and just think about how I could have drawn so much better but just couldn't. Sorry this video is so negative, I just needed to vent. Venting to non-artists is hard because they don't understand. I feel like this is the only talent I have, and if I lose it I'm fucked.